Welcome to CP101, and excuse my voice. The treatment that I get sometimes messes with my thyroid, so my voice changes. It's like I'm going through puberty again. So we got some work done on this. Doesn't look like a whole lot, but it's been a whole week just doing this much on the Starfury. We'll start with the base. We've got this is the Polar Lights, the small dome base. We've got oh, I just dropped something. There we go. We got the metal rod replaced with the plastic tubing. This is 3/16 tubing, and then we've drilled out the bottom here, so now we can run our wires down through the shaft and out the bottom and to our switch and power supply, which will mount underneath here, and that's for another video. So we got that done. We've got the ball and socket here that goes into the ship. We got the holes drilled into those so we can run a wire through the socket and through the ball down through the tubing here, and we got all that taken care of. So that's done. So the base is pretty much modified and ready to go. We just have to paint it, and it goes down here just like that. And even though this is plastic, I think it's such a short piece of plastic, even though it's tubing, it's stiff enough, and this isn't that heavy. Where I don't have to worry about this bending or what have you. The base is thinner. If anything's going to bend, it's going to be this dome. But we've got that done and modified and ready to be painted. The bottom part of Starfury, we have our filler work. You can see all that filler. This kit is going to require a ton of filler work, but it is what it is. But we got the bottom half of the filler work done. I've got the top half. I'm working on the top half now. We've got that piece in. We've got our wiring in place. Now I have to go back and do the filler work up here once we get the other half of the wing on. I kind of screwed up though. I'm going to have to do some modifications because I thought the hole in the ball and socket would be big enough to run 10 wires through. But I only get about 8 through this hole. I don't want to drill it out any larger because then I'll weaken the ball part that snaps into the socket here. I'll weaken this. I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to have to do is, once I get the top half done, ready to be put on the bottom half, I'm going to have to tie these wires together. And instead of having a total of 10 wires going down into the base, we'll have we'll have 4 wires running down into the base, because I'll tie the upper half and lower half together. They'll be in parallel. Then I'll run 2 more wires up through here to tie into the wings, the engines. And so instead of having 8 wires, we'll just have 2 wires running up through the base. So we'll have a lot extra wire I'm going to cut off, but we'll just tie it all together, and we'll solder them. We'll use some shrink tubing to make sure they don't short. And then once we get it done, we'll just flip it over like this and put it onto the top of the Starfury, and then just have the 2 wires coming out the bottom. So we'll have I'm going to have to do that. We've got, I decided to go with the collars on the LEDs, which push these back a little bit more. They're not sticking so far out. So I just glued these in there. They're super glued, so I'm just waiting for that to dry. These are for the bottom, and once it dries, I'll go ahead and solder them onto the wiring and push them onto the Starfury. So we got that, just waiting for it to dry. You already seen the cockpit. We've got that that'll go in to the Starfury just like this. That's how that'll go. So yeah, that's it. That's what I've been doing. A lot of filler work, sorting out the wiring issue, getting the base ready to run our wiring through and get everything modified. And yeah, I think we'll be all good. So that's it. Yeah, I'm just looking here, make sure I've gone over everything. That's it. So you have to drill holes into the upper nozzles now for the back. I'm only going to light the rear engine nozzles. I'm not going to worry about the fronts or the sides. We're not even going to dick around with that. What I'll do maybe is paint the insides of these a dark blue on the front and on the sides. Maybe do that, but I'm not going to worry about those. I'm only going to worry about the very back ones. So, but yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm really going to enjoy this when it's done. I really like this Starfury. Like I said, I should have got another one when they were fairly inexpensive, but now they're just stupid in price. So, oh, and then I forgot to mention cutting these holes. I opened up these holes here so we can run our wiring out and hook our LEDs up to it. Holes are plenty big enough, as you can see. Could have made them a lot smaller, but wanted to make sure I had enough room to pull on these wires to hook them up to the LEDs when I go to solder them onto the LED itself. So, okay, I think that's it. I think I've covered everything. Yeah. Alright guys, take care. We'll see you in the next update on Starfury.